owner of a new patio. And since I didn't build it, I thought it was only fitting that I build the furniture for it. But I've never actually built a chair before, so I needed to practice before I actually did the real thing. I didn't want to buy some expensive wood, start cutting it up, and then make a lot of mistakes. Just let you in a little secret. I am my own worst enemy when it comes to critiquing my work. I actually have some toy boxes that I started when my son was 4 years old, and because of being able to see my own flaws in them, I put them to the side and still have not finished that project yet, and he's about to graduate from high school. I start by building the back legs for the chair, as this is the most complex piece of the chair itself. I end up building it for the prototype out of two pieces of board, the bottom part of the leg and then the top angle for the back. In the final chair, I'll actually cut this out of a single piece of wood so that it'll be much stronger. But for this prototype, I just used some pocket screws to screw these two pieces of wood together because I'm just, again, testing to see if I like the size of this chair and the angle of the chair. And I'm not really worried about the strength of this chair because it doesn't need to live for very long. Everything else, I take the 2x6s, run them over my joiner and planer just to square them up. Then I'm cutting the pieces to shape on my table saw, just freehanding those angles, and then using my bandsaw to do the final cuts, as I couldn't cut all the way through with the actual circular saw. As I said, everything is assembled using pocket screws. So I build and assemble one side of the chair. That's looking good. I put two stretchers in place and screw those on. I like to use my square to make sure the boards are being attached square to the side. Now I'll grab the other side of the chair, which I made off camera, and screw it to the stretchers as well. And now we have basically a good chair carcass. Now I'm going to put the seat in place, which I cut some 1-inch stretchers out of hardwood, and I equally space those across and attach those all with screws. Now attaching the back, I put a top and bottom stretcher in. Then I put 5 runners through those, which I use my nail gun just to temporarily attach those. Again, these armrests I'm attaching using screws, but in the real chair I will end up attaching these with dowels so that there will be no visible screws. I'm glad that I end up building this prototype before building the final chair, because I did turn out that my seat is about 1 inch too low. I had measured the cushions that we're going to use, which are 5 inches thick, and from what research I had and looking at some other chairs, I could tell that 17 inches is a good typical chair height. So I had taken the 5 inches from the cushions, tracked that down, and so made my seat on this chair at 12 inches. But that just seemed to, once I built it and sat in it, really just seemed to be too low. So instead of going with 12 inches, I'm actually going to go with 13 inches on the final chair. I think that extra inch makes a difference with how much these cushions actually end up squishing once you sit on them. Well, I hope you enjoyed this quick video on this chair prototype. As soon as I actually finish building the real chairs, I'll get a build video for those put together, and I will link it back on this video. So if you're seeing this video after those chairs have been built, you'll have the luck of being able to click that link and seeing that video right away. For those that have seen this video before I built those chairs, I appreciate you seeing this and hope you come back to see what the final chairs look like. I'd really appreciate it if you would hit the like button if you like this video, subscribe if you're so inclined. I really appreciate feedback through the comments below, so leave a good job down there, or if you have a question or some other feedback, I'd love to hear it. I will see you in the next video. Using dowels and glue to make that, put those chairs together so they look nicer and there's no visible joinery, whatever the hell that means. Gotta let the plane go by.